Your four favorites are Evil Dead 2, Sin City, Leon the Professional, and Dazed and Confused. The first movie that came to mind is one that didn't get good reviews, but I think is a fun time, and that's Idle Hands. Like Evil Dead 2, it's a horror comedy that involves someone's hand becoming possessed. Like Sin City, Jessica Alba is in it, and Graham Revell composed the score for this movie, and he was one of the composers who worked on Sin City. And like Dazed and Confused, it's considered a stoner comedy. Since you like Evil Dead 2, I think you should check out Drag Me to Hell, which is also a horror movie directed by Sam Raimi. The Cabin in the Woods, like Evil Dead 2, is a horror comedy that takes place in a cabin in the woods. Some other horror comedies I think you'd enjoy are Slither, House, Barbarian, and The People Under the Stairs. You already saw a lot of the movies that came to mind when I think of Sin City, but two other action thrillers based on comics or graphic novels that I think you might like are A History of Violence and Wanted. Lucky Number 11 is a neo-noir crime thriller like Sin City, and Josh Hartnett and Bruce Willis are in both of them. And Danny Aiello, who was in Leon, is also in this one. Since Sin City's aesthetic seems heavily inspired by film noir classics, I think you should check out Double Indemnity and Touch of Evil. You already saw a lot of the movies I would have recommended to someone who likes Leon the Professional, but I think you should check out Gloria. I don't know if this movie inspired Leon, but there are a lot of similarities. The titular characters in both movies are in some way connected to the New York Mafia, and they end up looking after a neighbor's child after their family is killed in their apartment building. Ghost Dog: The Way of the Samurai is also about a hitman living in New York who befriends a young girl. You Were Never Really Here also has a lot in common with Leon. Since you like Dazed and Confused, you should definitely check out Everybody Wants Some, which was also directed by Richard Linklater and does for the 80s what Dazed and Confused did for the 70s. I was also thinking of hangout movies, and you even used that phrase in one of your reviews for Dazed and Confused, so I think you might enjoy Licorice Pizza, SLC Punk, American Graffiti, and Empire Records. I know I recommended this one to someone else who had Dazed and Confused in their four favorites because I remember mentioning how Rory Cochrane is in both movies, and the Dazed and Confused logo is on a sticker on the cash register in Empire Records.